With Shaka Hislop in the house, we always like to make him feel a little special, so we've got to have a little goalkeeper chat, Shaka. Right. We're going to have you rank your top 5 Premier League keepers, but first explain to us the criteria that you worked with.
The criteria is a closely guarded secret.
Oh, okay. There you have it. Let's start off with number 5 then.
You've got to allow me a little leeway here. A couple of the goalkeepers, including number 5, Kepa, new to the league. What I've seen of Kepa sitting in a Chelsea shirt, in a Chelsea shirt, as with Athletic Bilbao, an incredible shot stopper.
Yes.
I can't think of many. Well, I can only think of 4 more better than him in the league. I think that's an outstanding acquisition by Chelsea. Watch that space. He may move up.
All right, number 4.
Number 4, the old stalwart Hugo Lloris, World Cup winner.
He's a little further down than I expected, Shaka.
I just think Hugo Lloris at his best was one of the best in the world, without question, and still is. But I think he has been prone to the odd error over the last couple of seasons. So as a result, maybe he's a little bit lower down than he would have been 3 or 4 years ago.
Top 3 now.
Another goalkeeper new to the league, Alisson, for Liverpool.
Despite his risky play.
Despite his risky play and despite the error on the weekend, I still have him in at my top 3. At his best, he continues to show that he's an outstanding goalkeeper, one of the best in the world, never mind just the Premier League, but yes, does like life on the edge. Is about as nicely as I can phrase it.
All right, we're into the top 2 now. I've yet to see a certain name, but let's see who gets the runners-up spot.
Another Brazilian.
Okay,
it should brought a smile to your face. I'll get to that in a minute. Ederson for Manchester City, simply outstanding for the last couple of seasons. Also likes life on the edge. Not as close to the edge as Alisson, quite clearly. And I know people are going to be saying, well, Alisson got the nod over Ederson, certainly in terms of the Brazil squad. Alisson has been Brazil's number 1 for the last 2 or 3 seasons, even when Ederson, dating back to when Ederson was still in the reserves at Benfica. And he's kept hold of the shirt. But in terms of the Premier League, what we've seen so far, and yes, it's only a few games in, I give Ederson the nod.
Well,
over Alisson.
There can only be one Shaka Hislop. So let's see who you have. Of course.
No surprise there. No surprise there. Despite a disappointing World Cup.
That's putting it nicely.
That's putting it nicely. David De Gea has been the Premier League's best by a country mile for the last 3 or 4 years. And despite the performances of Ederson over the last season and a touch, and Alisson over the last few games, if I'm picking a team right now, I'd still go with David De Gea.